This is an Olympic year, and we here at Local 3 are excited to be able to bring the Summer Games your way. But you don't have to wait until the summer, because at the end of this month, some very Special Olympians are heading up to Gatlinburg to compete in the Special Olympics Winter Games. And we're so happy to have the coaches. Mike Houston and Tony Clark are here this morning. They coach the Green Giants, who are all kind of here in the wings cheering you on this morning. So thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
We appreciate it.
You should be very proud of your team, because y'all do this on a regular basis, head up to Gatlinburg to compete. But it sounds like where you compete each and every day is right here in our own backyard, helping these young people become the best they can be, not just on the courts and stuff, but as people, right?
That is correct. In fact, they play at Soddy Middle School, and they play a rec schedule every Saturday, usually between 1 and 2 o'clock. There's 3 separate teams, and they have a tendency to just go out there and play hard and entertain, actually.
You were telling me, Mike, that they're all very good friends. I mean, you can become part of the Special Olympics teams when you're as young as 8.
Correct.
So some of these people have been involved with it for years already.
Yes. A lot of these guys, they've grown up together. They've gone to school together, and we've just been the biggest family for the longest.
So what's going to happen? It's January 28th and 29th. Somehow or other, there will be a way, if you want to watch, to find a link. We just don't know it yet. I think they don't release it until it gets a little bit closer to time, for people can watch and cheer you on. But what are the sports you're competing in?
Speed skating, snowboarding, skiing, 3-on-3 basketball. Our particular group will have primarily 3-on-3 basketball.
Okay.
So we'll be taking up 2 teams and letting them participate in that.
Now, I was talking to them before we went on camera, because they kind of came in spurts this morning, and so it was really kind of amazing to me, because I thought, oh good, the crew's here. And then more came in, and then more came in. I'm not even sure that this shot we're seeing here is the full crew. I think you've had some more that have snuck in since then. But I said, who's good at your 3 shots, 3-pointers? And 2 of your guys raised their hands real quick. And then one of the guys said, I'm the fouler or something. I don't understand, but you've got some good players on this team, Mike.
Oh, they all make shots. They don't all make them, but they make.
They try.
So, and I think a lot of them will agree with that.
How are you doing, though, the other sports? How do you learn, how do you practice for speed skating here and that kind of thing? Where do you go?
I don't know where you would go here.
So your guys aren't competing in those sports?
No. My son, which is Austin, he had, at one time, he was participating in snowboarding.
Okay.
And that was, and also Austin Mays is another kid that we have. They actually enjoyed it. They didn't like getting cold, but they enjoyed participating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was an interesting time. But 3-on-3 is actually kind of new to us. I know that some of the kids, there's 2 or 3 that had played, I think through Hickson High School, and had went up last year or the year before and participated. And so that's how these kids have gotten interested here, because they also play in a rec situation as well.
Okay.
So there's 23,
I believe.
23 or 24 kids total.
So your son is how old now, Austin?
26.
Okay, so he's been doing this since he was about 8?
Since he's about 4.
Oh, even younger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's what got you involved with the coaching?
Yes, it started out in a church. There was a preacher who had a special needs son, and he had said, he wanted to allow, since it was an upwards program, he wanted to bring in kids with special needs, and so that's how it all started.
How about you?
Well, this guy brought me in, I guess maybe about 15 years ago. And of course, like I said, these guys have grown up together. I think some of them were even in the hospital being born together at the same time, just not knowing who each other were. Mm-hmm. But like I said, we've been together so long, and he's brought me on, and I've enjoyed every minute of it.
So y'all will head up there at the end of the month. You'll have hotel rooms and all that kind of stuff and spend the weekend there. These types of things cost money, and you give your athletes a true athletic experience. I mean, jerseys and uniforms and the whole shebang. That costs money. So do y'all ever look for sponsorships from people?
There are some people who have donated a lot of. We're very fortunate is that with our kids, if you look, even when you look out there today, their parents and their grandparents are here supporting them financially during the week, financially on the weekend, and time-wise, which is probably more important than the financial side of things. So
Yeah.
we've been very fortunate in that aspect that they can, people are willing to give them a little donation here and there to help them forward themselves.
Well, and as we're showing you before we end our conversation this morning, we'll show you an email address. And so if you're watching and maybe you know somebody who would be interested in being part of what they do at Special Olympics, perhaps you'd like to find a way to help with what they do here in town, we'll give you an email address, and that way you can get some answers and help you along your path. So what's your expectation January 28th and 29th? What are you expecting to happen?
Go out and have fun.
Gold medals all around?
Gold medals all around, yes.
What happens if you win? What then?
Well, everybody wins. We all win. Everybody gets a medal, everybody gets an award, everybody gets recognition.
Okay.
So we're all winners.
But does it further from there? I guess that's my question.
Yes, it will. Actually, you'll do a state or an area or district, and then you'll go on and participate in an area, then you'll go into a state. Last year in volleyball, one of the things that they were able to do is they participated in the local area and did very well. And we've also worked in conjunction with Silk Creek. Silk Creek, that middle high school, girls volunteered their times and worked with these kids, and they got gold.
Do you have a team cheer that you do, or anything that y'all say before you get out there and compete?
No, but we need to work on one.
Okay, y'all come up with one, and we'll let you do it before you leave today. You got like 10 seconds to come up with one. I'm teasing. It's the Green Giants. That's the team. They're primarily in the Hickson, Soddy area. Is that right?
That is correct.
There's that email address, though, if you want to learn more. It's TN4 Special Olympics at epbfi.com. But cheer them on the 28th and 29th, and maybe if you just Google Special Olympics Winter Games Gatlinburg, maybe Google will show you that link. We just can't provide it yet because it's not out there for display.
Yeah, and actually Green Giants has a Facebook page.
Oh, then y'all will put it on there. I have a funny feeling.
Yes.
Thanks.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Give me one good reason why I should call the Insiders.
How about 3 great reasons you should call us?
1, it's easy. We'll deal with the insurance company so you don't have to.
2, there's no upfront cost. You don't owe us a dime unless we win your case.
3, the results. We've helped thousands of people get great settlements. Just listen to this.
I called the Insiders after my wreck, and they got me $100,000.
I'm Brent.
And I'm Jay. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call us. It's just that easy.
Call 265-1100.
58 Foundations and Waterproofing, the only company that's been encapsulating crawl spaces, waterproofing basements, and repairing foundations since